everyone, this is Carrie. Welcome back to your mat today. My plan today is to focus on a slower flow to open up the front body. So more back bends. We sit all day, we text all day, crunched over. We even walk like that. So it's nice to do the opposite and open up a bit. So let's get started in a puppy pose. So puppy pose is similar to child's pose. So child's pose, your butt comes back towards your heels. Puppy pose, you're going to shift your weight forward, get your butt high over your knees, and then send your chest down. Your forehead may come to the floor. Maybe if your neck is feeling okay, maybe your chin comes to the floor. But as you can see, it's a much more of a back bend versus child's pose, which is rounding your spine. Now we're extending our spine. So start here. Find yourself some space in your mind and your breath in your body. Bringing in a big inhale and open mouth exhale. Another big inhale. Open mouth exhale. When you inhale, feel your upper back expand and kind of fill out like a balloon. And as you exhale, get a little bit deeper in. Maybe those armpits start to touch a little bit more towards the floor. If not, don't worry about it. We're all built a little differently, so what I look like may be different from what you look like. Start to find breath in through your nose. Seal your lips and breathe out your nose. Good. Ujjayi breath in. Constrict your throat a bit and long exhale through your nose. So you sound like Darth Vader as you breathe. And then as you inhale, start to come up into your tabletop, wrists underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And find some movement here of your spine, cats and cows, some rotating of barrel rolls through your spine. Maybe moving your hips a little, wagging your tail, or feeling how your shoulders are. You can see me dipping down into my shoulders and coming back. Maybe pulling your hands back around for a wrist stretch. And connecting breath to any movement here, knowing there's no right or wrong. It's just warming up, feeling where your energy lies right now, feeling where your mind starts to go. Some days our mind races more than others. What does that mean for you today? And then start to walk your hands back to stand up onto your shins. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Zip that belly in like you're pulling on a tight pair of pants. And as you exhale, open up your elbows like goalposts. Try to press your forearms to the wall behind you. Squeeze shoulder blades together. And it's as if there's a string coming up through your sternum. It's lifting you up. Head gets a little heavy. Belly a little bit tighter. Good. And then as you exhale, we're going to come bow through puppy pose. And as you inhale, we're going to come forward into cobra pose. So coming forward, chest up, shoulders down your back. So there's space between your ears and shoulders. And then exhale, coming back to your shins. Inhale, stand up on your shins. Exhale, open up here. Notice if you're letting your back take you versus trying to find some lift. And then inhale, fingers back up. Exhale, bow through puppy pose. Inhale into your cobra. Pull the shoulders down. Notice if you're dumping and press your hands to the floor. And then exhale back to your shins. Let's do it one more time. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, open up. How much lift can you get out of the sides of your body? Inhale back up. Exhale, bow through puppy pose. Inhale, come forward to your cobra. Press your hands in, lengthen your neck, and then exhale back to your shins. Inhale, stand up, grab a hold of your right wrist, and exhale, reach over to the left. Good. Still tuck in, squeeze your thighs together here. You always want some stability in your body, even though we're stretching through your right side. Inhale through center, switch out your wrists. Exhale over to the right. Hold for a moment. Notice what your body's doing. Where are you engaging? Inhale through center. Exhale, come into your tabletop. Tuck your toes. Find your down dog. Pedal out your feet. Shake out your head. Just like when you got into tabletop, any organic movements here as you come into maybe your first down dog of the day. Fingers and hands pressing down and forward helps to send those hip creases up and back. And when you bend your knees slightly, it's going to help tip that tailbone up a bit. With straight legs, it's harder to, with straight legs, we get more of a rounding of our low back. With bent knees, you get a little bit of a tip and opening through your low back. Make sure your feet are at least hip width apart. And then inhale, kick your right leg up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bend your right knee and stack your right hip over your left. Press evenly through both hands. Lifting your right knee up towards the ceiling. Keep a bend in your left knee. Send your left hip crease back. Maybe make some movements through your right hip. But really feel the lengthening through the right side body. As you reach your right knee up to the ceiling, maybe a little twist, trying to get that chest square to the floor. And then inhale, re-straighten your leg back behind you. Squeeze and lift through your right butt cheek and hamstring. And then exhale, step towards your right wrist or thumb. Bring your left knee to the floor. And then rise up to your low lunge or Anjaneyasana. So we'll hold here for a moment or two beats. Lifting up through the fingertips, zipping the belly in up towards your heart, really trying to bring your hip points to your low rib cage and then knitting your low rib cage in. Squeezing the back of your left glute and hamstring. One more inhale. As you exhale, bring your hands to the floor, tuck your left toes, lift your left knee, take a step up to a forward fold. Good. Hang out here in your forward fold for a moment. We're going through these first sun salutation C's a little bit more slowly to get your body warmed up, to get you used to the movement. And then once we go through one, we'll speed it up a bit. Inhale, stand all the way up. Maybe give yourself a little back bend, squeezing your tush, pulling your belly in, and then exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, step your left knee all the way back, left foot down to the floor. And then inhale, lift back up to your low lunge Anjaneyasana. We'll stay here again for an extra breath. Maybe this is your second one, maybe it feels a little bit better. One more inhale. As you exhale, plant your hands on either side of your right foot and step to your down dog. Let's go to down dog. Now your option is to stay right here. Otherwise, inhale, come forward to your plank. And then exhale, come to your belly. Let's do a locust. Inhale, lift your heart, lift your feet, squeeze triceps back behind you. And then exhale, hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Inhale, press up to your either tabletop or plank, and then exhale back to down dog. Let's go through the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee. Open your hips to the left, like you're trying to kick your butt with your left heel. Maybe a little bend in your right knee to help press that right hip crease back. And if you want to make some big movements with your hips, your left hip, you can. We're warming up here, so do what feels right. Turn your chest to face the floor, and then inhale, kick straight back behind you. Exhale, step towards your left thumb or wrist, and bring your right knee to the floor. Good. Set up here, finding your low lunge Anjaneyasana. You don't have to go super deep this first round. You can stay with your knees bent both at 90 degrees if that feels better. Or you can lunge a little bit forward. Notice if your knee goes over your toes. I don't care if you do that. Some teachers are like, don't do that. You can do it, but know that you're doing it. Notice that you're doing it versus you're doing it and you think you're not. That's body awareness. Squeezing the back of your right hamstring and glute, knitting the rib cage in. One more inhale. As you exhale, plant your hands, tuck your right toes, lift your right knee, and step to your forward fold. Good. Inhale, stand all the way up. Maybe give yourself a little extra back bend. And then exhale, soften forward into a forward fold. Send your right knee back as you exhale. And then inhale, rise up again to a low lunge Anjaneyasana. Again, we'll stay here for an extra moment. Maybe you feel something a little bit differently this second round. One more inhale. Exhale, hands down, step to your down dog. Either stay or come to your tabletop. Inhale forward into plank, or you're in tabletop. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, locust. Squeeze triceps back like you're pressing a beach ball in between your palms. Squeeze your glutes. And then exhale, hands underneath your shoulders, tuck your toes. Either press to a tabletop or press to your plank, and then exhale back to down dog. Good, we'll do that a few more times, both sides. Maybe go a little bit faster. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step through. As you keep exhaling, bring your left knee down, and then inhale, raise your arms up, low lunge. As you exhale, hands down, step to your forward fold. And as you inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, ride your breath, forward fold. Keep exhaling as you step your left knee down. Inhale, lift your arms, low lunge. Exhale, step to your down dog. Either stay or go to tabletop, or inhale forward to your plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, locust. Exhale, back down. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, down dog. Other leg. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through. Keep exhaling as you bring your right knee down. And then inhale, lift your arms. Exhale, forward fold, top of the mat, right foot steps forward. Inhale, mountain pose, reach all the way up. And then exhale, forward fold. Keep exhaling, bring your right knee down. Inhale, lift your arms. Exhale to down dog. Either stay or do what you need to do. Exhale to lower to your belly. Inhale for locust. Exhale down. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, down dog. One more time through. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step through. Keep exhaling, left knee comes down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, forward fold, top of your mat. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, ride your breath to forward fold. Keep exhaling, left knee comes down. Inhale, lift. Exhale to down dog. Either stay or inhale forward to plank or tabletop. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, locust. Exhale, down. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, down dog. Let's slow to the left side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through. Keep exhaling, right knee comes down. Inhale, rise up, little lunge. Exhale, forward fold, right foot steps. Inhale, stand all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Keep exhaling, right knee comes down. Inhale, lift your arms, low lunge. Exhale to down dog. Either stay or find your flow. Exhale to bring your belly to the floor. Inhale for locust. Exhale, hands down. Inhale for tabletop or plank. Exhale, down dog. Hi, kitty. Finding your breath here, taking a moment, petting your dog or cat or saying hi to your kid. Distractions happen, and yoga helps to bring us back to focus. Good. Inhale your right leg up. Exhale, step through. This time, keep your left knee lifted as you rise up to your high lunge. Good. Not much difference here from a low lunge. Your left knee is lifted. Press your right knee out to the side. Hug that right hip under. Good. Let's take our hands back behind. Let's make fists for a moment and try to touch your fists together. Instead of reaching your belly out, pull the belly in and squeeze. Good. We're going to step to a chair pose. Good. Keep squeezing. And then exhale, forward fold. Keep squeezing those triceps towards each other. A little bend in your knees might feel nice. Good. Inhale, halfway lift. Now clasp your hands. Send your hands away from your tush. And exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, stand all the way up. And exhale, forward fold. Release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to your plank. Either go back to down dog or find a soft float to your belly. Inhale for locust. Exhale, hands down. Inhale for tabletop or plank. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through. We're coming to high lunge. Make sure your feet are hip width apart. And then lift up. So your legs and feet are your stability. Build your stability from the ground up. Pull that belly in. Send the left knee out. Hug the left hip in. Good. Clasp your hands opposite them on top. So it's going to feel a little bit weird. And then send your hands away from your belly or from your butt. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, step to your chair pose. Good. You're going to lift through the chest. Suction the belly in. And then exhale, forward fold. Good. Inhale, stand all the way up. Keep your hands. And exhale, forward fold. Now undo your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step to your plank. You can go back to down dog or float to your belly. Inhale for some sort of back bend here. You can change it up if you want. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, tabletop or plank. Exhale, down dog. Good. Resetting here. Let's bring your right forearm to the floor. Slide your left hand back in line with your right elbow, and then hug your left elbow in so it's not winging out. Lift your left leg up, open and stack. Maybe looking under your right forearm. Press your right forearm down and like you're trying to pull your face away by pushing the front of your mat away through your forearm and hand. So one more inhale. Exhale, release. Bring your left hand back up. Press to your down dog. Exhale, walk your hands back to your feet. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, walk out to your down dog. Exhale, down dog. Bring your left forearm to the floor. Slide the right hand in line with your left elbow, and then hug that right elbow in. Lift your right knee, or right leg, open and stack. Now focus on what's going on through your left forearm, your left armpit muscles, by pressing your left forearm and hand into the mat and trying to drag the front of the mat forward and pressing your chest towards your left thigh. And then one more inhale. Exhale, walk your right hand back to your left. Come back to your down dog. Bring your right foot down and walk your hands back towards your feet. Heel toe your feet a little bit wider, like mat width apart. Turn your toes out. Sit down into a high malasana. Pressing knees out, hugging hips in. Good, and then take your right arm on the inside of your right thigh. Your fingertips may glaze the floor, and reach your left arm up and over. Really press into your left foot. Find some lift out of your right rib cage and right hip crease. Good, and then exhale, other side. Left arm inside of your left thigh. Press into your left thigh, press your thigh back into your arms. Reach right fingertips up, and then find some lift out of your left hip crease. Through your left rib cage, and glue and anchor down your right foot. Twist through your rib cage to reach up. And then exhale, forward fold, wide leg forward fold. Stay here for a moment. And exhale. Come forward to your down dog. Walk your feet back in. And inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step through. We're coming to high lunge. Feet hip width. Rise up, high lunge. Exhale, hold. Clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale, reach. Open up through your chest. Now we're coming to warrior three with your hands clasped. So look forward, bring your weight to your right foot. Find one point of focus that doesn't move. Squeeze the back of your left hamstring and glute to lift. Punch in through your right hip and your right big toe. Good. Chest is forward and lifted. One more inhale. Exhale, one leg Tadasana. Left knee comes up. Maybe kicking forward if you want. Keep lifting chest. Good. Then swing your left foot back. We're setting up for pyramid. Left foot spins down flat. Reset here. Feet hip width. And then exhale, forward fold. Now we don't have hands here, so you might not go all the way towards your right thigh, but press that right thigh or hip crease back. Pull your left hip forward, squeeze the inner thighs, lift up through your chest. And then exhale, release your hands, forward fold. Good. Inhale, rebend your right knee, look forward. Exhale, plank position. You can go right back to down dog or float to your belly. Inhale for locust. Exhale, back down. Inhale, your choice to get back to down dog. Good, resetting and finding your breath. Ooh, maybe in through your nose and out through your mouth. If you're feeling pretty tired or heated, always if you're feeling overheated, breathe out through your mouth. If you are looking for more work and challenge, keep breathing out through your nose. Good, other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through. feet hip width, so adjust. Inhale, rise up, high lunge. Exhale, find that stability. And then reach your hands behind, maybe opposite thumb clasped. Inhale, open. All right, we're coming forward to warrior three. Weight into your left foot. Find one point of focus. Go slow. Press the big toe ball out of your left foot into the floor, and then punch your left hip in, your standing hip. Lift through the inside of your right thigh, and press your whole leg up to the ceiling, your right leg. One more inhale. Exhale, one leg Tadasana, right knee comes up. Either hold with bent leg or straighten. Pull that belly in, lift up through your sternum, and then swing your right leg back. Set up for pyramid. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, pull that left hip back. Send your heart forward. You're lengthening through both sides of your chest, or your body, sorry. I don't know what's going on. My hands do not want to stay clasped today. Squeeze the thighs towards each other, like you're trying to scissor them in. One more inhale. Exhale, release your hands, bend your left knee, low lunge, step to your plank. Either go right back to down dog, or come on down. Inhale for your locust. Exhale, back down. Inhale for your tabletop or plank. Exhale, back to down dog. I'm going to reset here. I'm going to show you a little trick just because my shoulders are giving me a little issue. Having a hand towel can help you with your binding behind your back. So if you need to, hit pause and go grab one. And then reset in down dog. Inhale, right leg up. Inhale, step through. We'll add on here. Inhale, rise to your high lunge. Grab your towel if you need it, or a belt, or if you have an actual yoga strap. I actually prefer towels over yoga straps. And then inhale, press your hands back. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, warrior three. Move slow to get in, and then work on integrating your body here. One more inhale. Exhale, come up. One leg Tadasana, bent knee or kick out straight. Good. From here, we're going to warrior two. Arms stay the same the whole time. Exhale, swing back. Step your left foot down. Flip your foot down flat. Adjust your feet and inhale into warrior two. Now build your pose from the ground up again. Adjust your feet if you need to still. Press your right knee back. Hug your right hip down and under. Press into the pinky toe edge of your left leg and foot. Pull your left shoulder in line with your left hip. And we still have a nice open chest. One more inhale. Exhale to triangle. So now your front leg is going to straighten. I bump my back foot in a bit. You don't have to. And then twist. Trying to twist and look up over your left shoulder. That's okay. Find some lift out of your right side. Press your big toe ball out of your right toes. And then suck your right hip in and under. So one more inhale. As you exhale, release your bind. Bring your hands to the inside of your right foot and bring your left knee to the floor. Inhale, take your right arm up, up, up and over, and either stay or maybe bending your left knee, catching your foot or not. You can stay right here and actively squeeze your hamstring if you want more hamstring strengthening. Press into your left hand to twist and press your left rib cage up to the ceiling. Good. Now your left shin, if it's lifted or if it's down, is going to come down. Swing your left foot out to the side and come into a modified side plank. Right leg is going to come up. Left hand is down, left knee is down. Grabbing your right foot and kicking away from your body. Good. Breathe here. I still squeeze my right hamstring and right glute here. Inhale. Exhale, release, and come into a tabletop. Good. Inhale into your down dog. And either stay or exhale forward to your plank and lower. Inhale for your locust if you want. Exhale back down. Inhale, lift back up and find your way back to down dog. Good, other side. I know that's a lot, but we can do it. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, step through. We're coming to high lunge. Inhale, rise up. Grab your towel or strap if you need it. Good, and then exhale, clasp your hands behind your back. Inhale here. Then exhale, find your way to warrior three, nice and slow. Control your movements. Squeeze your muscles that you need to squeeze. Good. One more inhale. Exhale, one leg Tadasana. Either straight leg or kick through, or bent leg or kick through straight. Now we're coming to warrior two. Swing your right leg back. Step all the way back. Flip your foot down flat. Warrior two. And now adjust. Build your pose from the ground up. Turn your chest to square over your hips. Press left knee out. Maybe lunge a little bit deeper. Hold here, breathe. Inhale. Exhale, triangle. Left leg starts to straighten. You can keep a soft bend in your left knee. Twist rib cage up to the right. And leaning over, cutting into your left hip. And then twisting, squeezing the outside of your glutes into the middle. Breathe. If your arm's getting tired, mine are too. One more inhale. As you exhale, release your bind. Bring your hands to the inside of your left foot. Bring your right knee to the floor. Good. Press weight into your right hand. Swing your left arm up and back and either stay, maybe actively squeeze your right hamstring to lift, or grabbing your foot. No matter where you are, press into your right hand even more. Twist even more. And breathe. This next transition is a little bit tricky. We're coming to that modified side plank. Right hand down, right knee down, left leg lifted. So if you have a hold of your foot, slowly release. Start to turn your right foot to the right. Swing your left foot up and reach up. Maybe grabbing your left foot and coming into this modified Ardha Chandrasana, modified half moon. Modified because we're on our knee versus balancing on our right foot. Maybe squeezing your left hamstring and glute to kick your left foot away from your body. One more inhale, you got it. Exhale, come into your tabletop. Let's inhale for a cat. And exhale for a cow. One more time, inhale cat. And exhale cow. Walk your hands back towards your knees. Stand up on your shins. Inhale, reach your arms up. As you exhale, pull your heart up and forward, squeezing elbows back, and either staying or hands can come to your hips, or maybe finding a full camel pose. Even in full camel, you can see I'm not trying to get into my low back. I'm trying to lift up through my heart. Really pulling the belly in like somebody's punching me hard in the gut. And then slowly come back. come into a tabletop. Inhale, kick your right leg up. And exhale, maybe left hand grabs for your right foot. Maybe you're just reaching. Maybe you actually touch and find this tiger pose. Kicking hand and foot into each other and trying to squeeze your right glute to lift and kick your foot away from your body. One more inhale. As you exhale, slowly release. Take your right knee over your left. Open up your heels. Sit back into your cow face pose or Gomukhasana. Take a moment here. Let yourself forward fold if you'd like. Maybe side stretch over to the left. Knees are trying to stack one over the other, like you're making this cute little triangle, and then your heels come out to the sides. This is actually a hip opener, even though it might not feel like it, because our legs are crisscrossed into the middle. It's still a hip opener. So maybe think about squeezing the inside of your thighs towards each other. Like you're trying to squish something in between your thighs. You might feel the outside of your hips start to open, or a little bit of more stretch and feeling through the outside of your hips. Good. We're going to rock forward back into your tabletop. Undo your feet. And then inhale, lift your left leg up. Bend your left knee, reach your right arm up, and then reach back. And maybe you're just trying to reach. Maybe you actually hold on. If you got a hold of your foot in any way, kick your foot into your hand, and then kick your foot away from your butt and squeeze. Use the muscles, those big muscles of your left, your glutes and your hamstring on your left leg to kick up and away, reaching and opening through your right chest. Breathe. One more inhale. Slowly release on your exhale. Take your left knee over your right. Open up your heels. Sit on back to your bush, to your bum. Whew. And then find your breath. If you want to find a side stretch over to the right, go for it. Or sitting upright, go for it. Again, trying to squeeze the inside of your thighs together, almost like you're wringing out a wash rag with the inside of your thighs. Slowing down your breath with a nice fulfilling inhale and an extended exhale. Good. We're going to rock forward back into your tabletop. Uncross. And then find a child's pose. Walk your knees out wide. Send your toes together. And now send your tailbone towards your heels. So this is different than puppy pose. You're rounded through your back versus an extension of your back. Then look forward and slide onto your belly. Good. Slide your forearms forward just a bit so you can see your elbow creases underneath your shoulders. And this is Sphinx pose. Press forearms in, scrape shoulder blades down your back. Collarbone is wide all the way across. And then bend your right knee so right foot comes to the ceiling. Turn your left arm in about 45 degrees, and you can maybe reach for your right foot. Now it's your choice here. If you want to pull your right heel in towards your butt and press the top of your right thigh into the floor for more of a quad stretch. If you prefer more of a bow pose, you can, once again, just like in tiger, kick your foot away from your body and trying to lift your right thigh off the floor. So your choice where you want the intention of the pose for you, more of a quad stretch, more of a strengthening than back bend bow pose. Maybe you go between the two like I am. Feeling the difference might be interesting for you. And then slowly release. Bring one hand over the other and let your forehead fall to your hand. And then we'll set up for the other side. Come on back to Sphinx pose. Turn your right arm in about 45 degrees. Press in to lift your heart. Bend your left knee. Reach your hand back. Good. Now again, your choice. If you want the quad stretch, you're pulling your heel in, but then press the top of your left thigh into the floor at the same time. Good. If you want more of the bow pose or the belly back bend, holding on and kicking your foot away. Still squeezing thighs in towards each other, or maybe going between the two. You can go slower than I am. If you don't like one over the other, maybe that's the one you should do more. And then slowly come back. Place one hand over the other, forehead on your hands. Lift your feet up and windshield washer side to side, loosening up your low back one more time. Good. Now let's give you an option for a full bow pose. So bow pose, bow, Vinyasa, is a back bend on your belly. So taking your hands back behind, grabbing onto your foot or ankles. And once you have a hold, now you can reset. So once you're here, start to pull and engage your belly. Start to wrap your arm, your shoulder blades back together. Squeeze your triceps in towards each other like you're still squeezing that beach ball between your palms. Good. Inhale. And then as you exhale, take your feet into your hands away from your butt. Good. Lifting up, squeezing thighs in towards each other. Squeezing glutes to press your thighs up off the floor. So hold as long as you want. Big breaths are hard to do, but still try it. And when you're ready, slowly release. One hand on top of the other. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. That's maybe one of my least favorite poses of all time, which means I should do it much more often than I ever do. Good, slowly release. And let's just pancake flip over onto your back. So instead of sitting up and turning, whoop, flip. And let's come into a happy baby. So get your knees nice and wide, or maybe start just with your knees hugging in. Really, my low back is feeling it, so I'm starting here. And then when I'm ready, or when you're ready, come into your happy baby. Now in happy baby, try to press instead of lifting your tailbone like this, try to iron it down to the floor. Try to soften your shoulders to the floor so your whole spine is flat to the floor. Kick feet into hands and then pull your hands back into your feet. If you want to kick one leg straight and rock towards that side and then switch out, you can, or hold stillness. Another big breath in. Open mouth release. Let your feet come to the floor, knees bent, feet hip width, and then take your right ankle over your left knee for a figure four. You can use your hand into your thigh, not on your knee, but on your thigh, and press it away or not, and start to rock a little side to side. And then when you're ready, keep energetically pressing your right knee to the wall in front of you, and then lift your left knee up. You can clasp your hands behind your shin, or behind your hamstring, or in front of your shin, and then maybe use your right elbow to press into your right thigh. holding stillness, or rocking a little side to side, your choice. If you want to straighten out your left leg, you can. If you want to reach for your left foot, you can. But if you do this, notice where you're overcompensating. Or is it more important for you to get that left leg straight and to grab your foot? Because if so, that's ego. So if that's not, if you're able to do it and still send your right hip back and still soften your shoulders to the floor, then you're okay. If you're fighting all that, release your foot, clasp your hands behind your shin, and hold here. You're not going to win any contest by being able to hold your foot. Slowly release. And then tighten up the cross of your right thigh, or your right thigh over your left. Slide your hips to the left and find a supine twist, knees falling to the left. Arms can come out to a T. And then soften into your twist. Nice big breath in. And long breath out. Good. Slowly rock back. And we'll switch out. So adjust, feet hip width, and then left ankle over your right knee. And then energetically press your left knee away from your face towards the wall or whatever is on the back side of your mat, wall, whatever, tree. Rock a little side to side. When you feel ready, or stay right there, maybe bring your right knee up towards your chest, still pressing your left knee away, clasping your hands behind your right hamstring or in front of your right shin. And then energetically send that left knee and hip away. Maybe reaching your right leg straight. And again, maybe grabbing for your right foot, but not for the sake of being like, oh, I got my foot. Look at this. This is awesome. Now your head's lifted. Now you're struggling through your upper back. Now your tailbone's lifted up a bit. So if you have to lift all that, release. If you're able to do this with trying to soften your shoulders to the floor, softening your face, and still sending your left knee away from your face, then feel free to stay. Or keep your hands clasped. You can press your left elbow into your thigh. And breathe. And slowly release. Bring your right foot to the floor and then tighten the cross of your left thigh over your right. And then shift your hips to the left a bit so you can twist a little bit easier, knees to the right. Arms out to a T and find twist. Try that exhale with the tongue out. Inhale in, tongue out, and exhale. It's okay if anyone watches you and doesn't understand. You know it feels good. It's called the lion's breath. It's more of a soft lion's breath. The real lion's breath is like, but like, we're trying to soften here. So maybe it's like a little lion cub breath. Good. Melt back onto your back. Unwind your legs. And do anything else here that you need to do in order to find your final resting pose. One thing I like to do that you may try is, especially on these front body opening classes, is a forward fold, but on my back. So it's similar to a paw pose, but instead of my hips getting up higher, I bring my legs, try to get them parallel to the floor, and then try to pull my tailbone. My tailbone's not going to hit the floor, but the energy of it is reaching for the floor. And this is also stretching out your low back. And the clouds are very, very pretty from this angle. From in between my legs looking up. And when you're ready, maybe come into a last happy baby, or finding your final resting pose or ending in a seated Comfortable seat is totally up to you. I'm going to come up to a seat. You can stay laying down. If you're laying down, find your way to let your feet flop open, let your shoulders relax, your face relax. And completely melt into the floor. Let yourself forget that you even have a physical body here. Almost that feeling of as you're falling asleep and you're not quite asleep, but you might as well be asleep. You're in that little, not a dream state, but that state of pratyahara is really what it's called in Sanskrit. It's the release of all senses. Either staying where you are and choosing to end in a longer shavasana, tuning my words out if you do so, or if you'd like to be guided out, start to make some movements with your fingers and toes. Maybe rocking your head a little side to side, waking up the physical body after releasing all the tension. And then making bigger movements, maybe a big morning stretch or bringing your knees into your chest. And either turning to one side or gently pressing up or pressing straight up with minimal effort till you get to a seated position. Once you're in your seated position, let your shoulders melt away from your ears. Take your hands to your heart if that's comfortable for you. And take a moment to acknowledge the shift you've made within yourself, a shift in energy within your mind, your body, maybe your spirit from when you first started. Take in one last inhale together. Open mouth release. And namaste, friends. Thank you so much. Good job. I'll see you next time.